Hi everyone and welcome to the 2023 BC Men's Provincial Championship. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Team Tanaka taking on Team Cotter. Good afternoon, everybody. We are at the Chilliwack Curling Centre for the 2023 BC Men's Provincial Championship. My name is Melissa Saligo, and I'm going to attempt to bring you some commentary today during this game. We're trying some new things at Crow BC for our streaming, so please bear with us, and if you have any feedback, please don't hesitate to give us a shout. In Draw 2, we are featuring Team Cotter versus Team Tanaka. Team Tanaka has skip Cody Tanaka, third Joshua Mickey, second Nicholas Umbach, lead Connor Kent, their fifth player is Matt McCready, and their coach is Darren Kent, and they are from the Royal City and Richmond Curling Clubs. For Team Cotter, we have Jim Cotter at skip, Grant Olson at third, Andrew Nerpin at second, Rick Sawatsky at lead, and their fifth player, Tyrell Griffith. And they are from the Vernon, Kelowna, and Kamloops Curling Clubs. Both teams, after drawing to the button, Team Tanaka will have hammer here in the first end. This year's BC Championship, 2023 Championship, is a 12-team triple knockout with a page playoff system. So this is the A side first draw for the men. For Team Tanaka, and Rick Sawatsky with his second here in the first end. This is a 10-end game, each team getting 38 minutes to complete the 10 ends. There will be a 5-minute break after 5 ends of completion. Andrew Nerpin with his first. Both teams starting off this end very conservatively. All teams had a pre-event practice yesterday, and obviously a pre-game practice as well, so they've had a chance to get a look at the ice. This is the first time I've been doing commentating by myself, and I miss my partner, John Cullen, who will be joining me on the weekend for the commentating. other games in this afternoon's action, we have Team Montgomery versus Team Jonice, Team DeYoung versus Team Fenton, a junior team, U21 team, and Team Gill versus Team Medford. We had 4 teams waiting to play the 7 o'clock draw. They had byes in the first round of play due to their finish at during the season. So finishing the top 4 teams got the bye in the first round. For those of you that want to engage in the chat, we've disabled it for this draw because I'm on my own and I'm trying to produce this event, this game, as well as commentate. So we will try and remember to enable chat for tonight's game, where we'll have Will Sutton joining me on the microphone. And it'll be a lot easier to talk to someone else besides myself. So looking forward to that. So we're just going to chill out here and enjoy this afternoon's game. And I'll try and provide you some tidbits here and there. Again, just a very open end here in the first end of draw 2. I do want to give a shout out to the Chilliwack Curling Club and Bruce Renwick for everything they've done to prepare for this championship, and also to our chief ice technician Mike Merklinger and all of his group that are making some terrific ice out there. Henry Wong's our chief umpire, and our Curl BC event managers is Will Sutton and Lindsay Shannon, always doing a bang-up job. First rock here for Jim Cotter. And so that is going to roll out. So just because I can, I'm just going to show a picture of myself. I'm doing the commentating and the producing. This is actually quite fun. Jim Cotter with his final stone in this first end, without hammer here. I'd like to hit and stick and give Cody a chance to hit and roll out. He actually rolls out, so a throw through here for Team Tanaka. It is a blank on the board with Team Tanaka holding hammer going into the second end. First rock of this second end. Looks like Rick Sawatsky was called to just have it just outside the rings, and remembering that we are playing the no-tick shot rule. So prior to the delivery of the sixth stone of the end, a delivered stone cannot be removed if it's in the free guard zone and touching the center line. Cotter Kent just coming a little heavy on his first stone there. Ideally, he would have liked to have stopped top four. So this gives an opportunity now to Rick Sawatsky to draw one in there himself. One indication is coming in top four themselves, or actually coming to the back one that's just sitting in the back of the field. Not a great shot by Rick. Perfect weight. So no real decision here for Team Tanaka. They needed to draw one and freeze right onto the top of that Cotter stone. Boys working hard on this, and this looks like a terrific shot by Cotter Kent. Maybe overcurled a little bit, but really good shot. Andrew Nurpin with a terrific shot himself. So Cody, feeling a little bit of heat here, has decided to try and clear things up. Good news, bad news kind of shot. He did open things up a little bit, and he is shot rock, but he's left the guard. He's also left two yellow opposition stones in the rings, so something for Jim Cotter to use here. Jim just looking to have these rocks tapped up. You can shift them around a little. What a great shot. Cody thinking about the run back again. Nicholas unblocking the hat. I'm trying something new here, so just bear with me to see if we can see Nicholas in his throw. And then we'll jump to the far side. Okay, I'm looking for some feedback on what we're trying to do. Definitely opens things up, but there are 2 yellow stones still in the rings. Team Cotter. Chance here for Jim and his team to sit 3. Without hammer here in the second inning. This is a good call by Cody. There's really not much point in hitting anything when your opposition's line 3 and they're all just behind the tee line. So great chance here to try and get Josh to freeze onto the face of that yellow stone. Slightly heavy and bounces off. You can find all the action on Pro VC TV YouTube page. Some of them will have no commentary, it might be better than me, but yeah. Again, I miss a partner. It's hard to do this by yourself. I don't know how people do it. But again, with all those rocks behind the tee line, Cody is asking for a freeze. The good news here is he's got full access to the 4-footer button if he needs it. There's nothing up front preventing him from being able to do that if he needs to on his last one. The thing is, though, it's only the second end, and sometimes when you have too many opposition stones in the rings, it can get a little stressful. Working really hard to get this one in. Nice shot. I think it's third shot though. We're down to skip stones here. Yellow, Team Cotter, line 2, I believe. and you are watching the 2023 BC Scotties presented by Best Western and the BC Men's Curling Championship out in Chilliwack at the Chilliwack Curling Club. And it runs from January 13th right to the 15th. You should be able to catch every game, every draw for the entire week. Jim Cotter with his first here in the second end. Comes up ever so light, so that doesn't really come into play at the moment. So opportunity here now for Cody Tanaka to freeze to that yellow stone that's sitting back 4. Still a slight opportunity here to get a skips deuce if you can. Nice shot there by Cody Tanaka, well managed by his front end. You see though, that one has slipped behind the tee line. That was the call. He was freezing to that yellow stone. So this does give an opportunity now for Jim Cotter to follow him down and actually probably get shot rock out of this. Just going to flip to the far end here and see Jim Cotter getting ready and talking to his front end. Jim looking to be center line side of this blue stone. Cody can't remove it. This looks pretty good if it's not too heavy. Oh, great shot by Jim Cotter. Cody and Nick having a look here, and they figure this is probably the only chance to potentially get a deuce. The angle run in onto the shot stone that was just thrown by Jim. And if they can nose it, they should be able to angle nose it. They should be able to get 2. Very difficult shot. Close. What a shot by Cody Tanaka. Amazing. So that's 2 on the board for Team Tanaka, and they have a 2-0 lead after 2 ends of play. That's a shot that's got to give you a lot of confidence. Terrific shot. Let's take a minute to thank some of our event sponsors. Presenting is Tourism Chilliwack and Best Western. Our gold sponsors, MNP and Save-On Foods. We have some silver, Precision Pumps and Prime Signs. Bronze, Baker Newby, John Deere, Patton Thornton, Mere Mechanical, Mertens GM, Chilliwack Ford, Riverstone Excavating, and Investors Group. And I'll get to the others in the next end. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here at Crow BC and Crow BC TV for this 2023 Men's and Women's Provincial Championships. Rock by Connor Kent goes into the rings. Quarter guard by Team Cotter. And a guard thrown by Connor on his second. It is pretty high, and Jim Cotter feels he has access to the one in the house. Looks like you can see maybe about half a stone. If you're only watching one stream, just to give you a quick update, over in Sheet F, Team Gale with a 2-0 lead over Team Medford. Young and Fenton with no score posted as of yet. And Team Montgomery with a 1-0 early lead over Team Jones. Hit and roll. We do have two women's games out there as well. Team Gushawack with an early 1-0 lead over Team Work, and Team Cowan and Jensen. No score at this point. Nice shot there for Team Cotter. Nice little tap back. Good shot there by Nakumba. almost fully removes the yellow stone. Hard to know if it's touching based on our camera angle, of course. But also removes the blue stone behind the tee line that wasn't doing any favors for Team Tanaka. Grant trying to get this one to curl. And hits and rolls under. What a fantastic shot by Andrew. Now, if only we could get the skips to stand at the side so we could see the house. We know we need to put the camera much higher, but this is the best we can do at the moment, so hope you are enjoying the action. I'm not sure if Cody was trying to freeze to the yellow stone, which didn't look like you could see the whole stone, or any of the stone, pardon me. But unfortunately it comes up on his own and actually splits them apart, and I think there may be a double now chance for Grant Olson. Oh, what a shot by Grant Wilson. Makes the double. The shooter sits top of the four. What a fantastic shot. A little mistake by Team Tanaka, and Team Cotter made them pay. Joshua Mickey with his first one here in the third end. And an unfortunate situation there where it didn't quite curl enough, and of course he jammed it on that yellow stone that we didn't know if it was in, and now it is in. So potential here now for Jim Cotter with hammer to lie 3. And actually the rocks would be very well spread out if he can nose this one. Grant Olson with his second. And he flashes it completely. Wow. You can see the ice that Cody Tanaka is taking. He's just going to throw about a board weight. Would love to get as close to the face of that yellow stone as possible to lie 2. Doesn't want to jam it on the yellow stone that's back 12. Make that one any better than it is. And again, just did not curl enough. Jim Cotter's first rock here in the third end with hammer. Would love to get two right back. Again, this one curling quite a bit as well. Let's make the single. The key here for Cody is to remove the yellow stone and try to roll to a place that he doesn't set up a double for Jim. Final stone for Cody Tanaka here in the third. We are down to last stone here in the third end for Jim Cotter. I'm waiting for this one to curl, trying to make it curl. And I believe he is shot stone, so I do believe it is one on the board for Jim Cotter. As the teams take a quick break here, I will as well, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Hope you didn't miss me too much. I'm glad that I can't see the chat for anyone to make any comments. Yes, we are in the fourth end here. And Team Tanaka with the hammer. Just to update you, Team Work and Gushalak at a 1-1 tie, and Team Jensen with a 1-0 lead over Team Cowan. Other men's games, Montgomery still with a 1-0 lead over Jonis and 3-0 De Jong over Fenton. And 4-1 Team Giel over Team Medford. All these games being streamed right here at CrowBC TV. You can find all the links on our YouTube page. Again, a big shout out to Chilliwack Curling Club and Bruce Renwick and the host committee for all they've done for setting us up for success this week. Women's page playoff will start on Friday night at the 7 p.m. draw, and the men's page playoff will start on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. But lots of action to happen prior to then. Again, this is a men's 12-team triple knockout with 4 teams qualifying for the championship weekend. And on the women's side, they will see 8 teams qualifying as well for 4 spots for the championship weekend. That's Lone Rock in the house, top 4. Jim Cotter very content to keep guarding it. So opportunity here now for Jim Cotter, his first, to try and get one even more buried or better buried behind that guard. It is pretty high up, about halfway, so that's why Team Tanaka was able to access the one in the forefoot. Pretty excited to be commentating on these 2 teams. Jim Cotter, as we know, a multiple provincial champion and Brier participant. It's been nice to see him over the years play, and Team Tanaka, first time skipping this year in a while, and nice to see him here at the provincials. Good shot there by Jim Cotter, but because it's not in the forefoot, this does give an opportunity to team for Cody Tanaka to try and get one even better buried in there in the forefoot. Would love to try and score a deuce here in the fourth end with hammer. Nice shot by Cody. Jim Cotter will look to follow him down. Trying to get to the face of this blue stone may be a little heavy. And a pretty darn good shot by Jim Cotter there. So Cody's going to have a look to see if he can see enough of that stone to cross it and tap it out. I think that's what they're looking at now. Maybe throwing about a hack weight. Once he's by the guard, he just has to cross that yellow stone to 3/4 on the low side, and he should be able to score deuce here. This is the final stone in the fourth end, draw 2 of the BC Men's Provincial Championship 2023. Oh, and he just over curls, hits the guard, and it will be a steal of 1 for Team Cotter. Ties this game up at 2 apiece. Missed opportunity there for Cody Tanaka and his team. For our gamblers out there, just so you know, if you go over to the Crow BC website at crowbc.ca, there's a 50-50 cash raffle fundraiser. The current number is $10,000 and $510. The ticket sales end on January the 15th, and the winner takes home half. So if you're interested, head over to crowbc.ca. And here we go into the fifth end of play. Again, 2-2, Team Tanaka, Team Cotter. Rick Sawatsky with the center guard, followed by the full come around onto the button. Nice pair by Rick. Connor Kent just coming top 12 around, and this time we'll try and freeze to the yellow stone that's sitting on the button. Great line there by Connor, just a little light. That's a great shot by Team Cotter. Good rock placement there. It takes a few things away. Nothing there for Team Tanaka to tap back. So he's going to try and make some rocks move here and clear things up. Does have hammer here in the fifth end. Did manage to remove one yellow stone, but has left a potential double or at least a hit and roll for Jim Cotter. Andrew Nerpin trying to get the hit and roll, and just doesn't quite curl enough. Does remove one blue stone, but leaves the other blue stone in a pretty good position, I think, for Team Tanaka. I think Cody's looking to hit this one right on the nose, and they may be able to double the yellow stones off. Nick Umbach with his blast. Josh trying to get it to curl, and does not curl enough, and actually removes his own blue stone and leaves Team Cotter line 2 without hammer. Not a great result there for Team Tanaka. Just for all of you viewers out there, just remember on Friday we will be showing the 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. games on YouTube, produced by our friends at Roll Focus. On Saturday we'll be showing the 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. on YouTube, Czech, and cbcsports.ca. Again on Sunday, the 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. YouTube, cbcsports.ca, and Czech. We hope to see you there, and we look forward to a great weekend. What a great shot there by Josh Mickey. Removes one yellow stone and does roll in behind and is now shot stone. Team Tanaka in a little better position now than they were a couple of rocks ago. So two options I think here for Jim, but it doesn't look like he can see that yellow stone very much. Thought maybe he could come down and tap that yellow onto blue, but doesn't look like he can see enough, so electing to throw the in-turn draw and try and freeze on that blue stone. Would love to really tighten up the scoring area. Sorry about that, everyone. It looks like we've lost our feed from the far end there. Our camera's maybe too cold or something, but anyways, here we are. We'll have to view from this end. So we have missed a couple of rocks, but it looks like blue is still shot. Thanks to our technical assistants, Lindsay Shannon, who's helping us with the feeds on the Chilliwack end. I'm in here in Victoria in my cozy, warm little office, and I just give directions. So chance here for looks like for Jim Cotter, if he can just play a nice soft tap angle. You might be able to remove that blue stone and sit shot stone. And if he removes it enough, he actually can sit 3 here, mostly behind coverage. Trying hard to get this one to curl. And I think maybe just more weight than he was probably thinking. That one did not come over at all. Looks like Cody's just going to throw either a tight guard or maybe just top 12. Try and protect Jim from being able to throw that exact same shot. It doesn't look like there's a lot on the other side of the sheet, on the outturn side for right-handers. So if he can protect this side, he should be able to lock up his 1 and then maybe try and find a way to get 2. This does obviously make the scoring area extremely small, and maybe there won't be a chance for a deuce here, but we'll see. Oh, and this one just ticks off the top. Does it line it up for Jim Cotter? I don't think it does. I think it just rolled to a decent spot that if Jim tries to make a play on it, it actually will go by that one in the top button. After this end, there will be a 5-minute break for the athletes. Time to chat with their 5th players and coaches and come up with a plan for the next 5 ends of play. If I knew any jokes, I could tell them to you during the 5th end, but I don't know any, so we'll probably just sit in silence. Just a reminder that we will be back on at 7 p.m. tonight. We'll have a new producer instead of myself. I'll be just commentating. And Will Sutton will be joining me in the booth. See Cody having a look here, so they might not know exactly which rock is shot stone. Originally they thought it was blue. Jim throwing up a guard. Now they want to have, 3 of them are having a look to double check that that stone is shot stone, the blue stone. And Cody thinks it is. So he is going to try an outturn draw to the button, needs a piece of the button for his second point. we will just wait for confirmation. But I do believe it was 1 for Team Tanaka. Of course, we can't see the scoreboard as well. So we will have to wait. We are going to take a 5-minute break, and we will be back for the 6th end of play. Hi everyone, I just thought I'd jump on here while we are enjoying this 5-minute break. For those of you again that like to gamble, since I last said it, $300 have been added to the pot. We are now at $10,830. Again, the Crow BC 50/50 cash raffle fundraiser. If you are looking to buy tickets, you need to do so by January the 15th, and you head over to crowbc.ca and you'll find it on the home page. We are enjoying this battle between Team Tanaka and Team Cotter. 5 ends of play in the books, and we will be back in a minute or two, and I'll update the other scores for you. See you in a minute. As the teams are just coming back, I have some score updates, but if you're watching the feed, you're probably a little bit more up to date than me. But we have Team Fenton getting a deuce back, so they're down to Team De Jong 3-2. As we've got here, Team Tanaka confirmed got one in the fifth end, so they're up 3-2. Team Medford got one in the fifth end. They are down 5-2 to Team Giel, and Dean Jones with a 3-2 lead over Team Montgomery. All right, back to the action. First rock by Connor Kent into just, looks like it's just behind the tee line. So corner guard going up by Rick Sawatsky. In this sixth end of play, Jim Cotter would really like to score an all-important deuce here. Unfortunately, we still are having some Wi-Fi / technical difficulties with our far camera. So we will continue the game just using this one camera at the home end. Connor trying to get a guard just across center line there. Pretty good guard. Again, that one is just behind the tee line, so it does give Jim Cotter this slight opening here to freeze to it. I'd like to thank the host committee for all they've done to set the club up for a terrific championship. They had the banquet last night, and all the volunteers that have come out to help make this week a success. And Bruce Renwick and his staff obviously doing a terrific job here at the Chilliwack Curling Club. And that's a great shot by Rick. Nicholas Umbach trying to freeze to the yellow shot, Cotter stone. This time coming out with the out turn or counterclockwise shot. Really don't want to be heavy on this, but it does look like he does have a little extra weight. Looks like Jim wants to make a play on this blue stone just thrown by Team Tanaka with hack weight. If you can hit about half a stone, you'll try and roll the shooter over to underneath the guard. Most likely it will be third shot at that point, but trying to get something set up here for this all-important sixth end. Nice shot. Exactly what he wanted. Those two yellow stones are completely buried. So it's going to be up to Cody and his team right now to try and freeze on that yellow shot stone and try and eliminate the ability for Jim Cotter to get 2 or more points. Line is great if they can never get it right to the face. Fantastic shot. Well done by Nick Umbach, and good sweeping there by Josh Mickey. Looking for the freeze on that blue Tanaka stone. It's Andrew Nurkin with his last here in 6. Looks like Cody's asking Josh if he can get to the nose of that yellow stone. So they're not going to throw it super hard. Probably just an easy way. Get to the nose. Remove the shot stone if they can. And maybe try and get some separation between the yellow and blue stones. While putting your blue stone in a good spot. This is close. I think that's a really good shot. I think blue is line 1 for sure. Can't quite see past Jim. Might be 2. Really nice shot there by Josh. Looks like Jim is asking Grant to run that center line blue stone onto the blue. Just try and clear up the middle here a little. So Jim has an opportunity to get something on his last stone if he needs it. This one over curls. Does remove the shot stone or the center line guard though. But I think Team Tanaka is still in a pretty good position here right now. This is the last of the third stones. And I do think that they are sitting 2, but can't 100% confirm. That one maybe overcurled a little bit more than they were hoping. Just an update on the 2 women's games that are going on right now during this draw 2. Team Work has a 4-2 lead over Team Gushalak. And Team Cowan with a 2-1 lead over Jensen. Both teams look like they are in the 7th end. And that is not a good result there for Grant Olson. is going to be very difficult at the moment right now for Jim Cotter to even score this end with the hammer. If Cody puts up a decent guard here on the left-hand side of the center line. I think Jim's going to have to look at trying to maybe take one run at clearing things, or maybe the wide intern draw and try and get a piece of the button that way. I just want to update the score. It looks like Jensen actually got 4 in 6, so they're up 5-2 after 6 over Team Cowan. And hopefully you're like me and have 3 devices going and are watching a lot of games from this BC Championship in Chilliwack, BC. Not bad of a guard there. Does the job for Team Tanaka. So Jim Cotter has no option here, I don't think, but to try and run this in and make some blue disappear. Most importantly, trying to open up the scoring area for himself for his last shot. Comes a bullet by Jim, and does manage to remove 1 blue stone, but also removes his own yellow that was sitting in the back 4. Still 1 blue guard up front, as we can see, so still not a great opportunity here for Jim to try and score this end, depending on where Cody puts this last rock of his. I think Cody's trying to come into the rings here. If he could even, he almost has to come top button. Right now, Jim does have the in-turn to score. So you don't really want to be any lighter than top 4 or top 8. I think right into the top 4 or top button would be ideal. Make it as difficult as possible on Jim Cotter to score here in 6. You can see that's where Nick's got the broom, and that's where the boys want to put this stone. It's not a bad result. I mean, it still makes it a little difficult. You know, just adds a little layer of difficulty for Jim. He's got the potentially open hit on the one that's on the side 4 foot. He's got a draw against 4, which is never fun, and it's the last stone. So I would agree with this call, just trying to play a nice soft hit weight. And it looks like he might have to try and roll to the center line a bit to actually score his single. And just a correction on that last score I gave you with Team Cowan, Team Jensen. It was actually a score of 2, not 4. So Team Jensen is up 3-2 over Cowan in the 7th end. thank you for those techies back at the Chilliwack Curling Club for helping me, aka Lindsay Shannon. She does good work. Last stone, 6th end, Jim Cotter, trying to find a way to score. And it looks like it will be a steal of 1 for Team Tanaka. And I would say that is a good result for Team Cotter as they were in a heap of trouble. So it looks like our feed is back, so we're going to try and go again to the far end, and there it is. And hopefully it'll hang around here for the rest of the game. So with that steal, it is 4-2 Team Tanaka over Team Cotter heading into the 7th end of play. And if you are totally bored of curling and you want to watch more, the Grand Slam of curling is also on, starting on Sportsnet tomorrow afternoon, I believe. Can't say that we don't have enough curling. I believe Team Tanaka was looking to have that first rock come to the top 4. It does come a bit late. And corner guard thrown now by Team Cotter. And for those of you watching on the YouTube channels, we are doing our very best to try and figure out what would be the best viewing for our audiences. So we are trying a few different things. This is the first time that we've used 2 cameras, and ideally we would want this second camera obviously to be another 10 feet higher, but we are working within our means, so if you do have any feedback, we're happy to hear it. But we are doing our very best to bring you as much coverage as we possibly can. That yellow Cotter stone sliding to the back of the 12. Team Tanaka is now going to try and choke off that corner guard by coming around it. It does look like it over curled a bit. I'm not sure if that would have been my preference. I think for Team Tanaka, they actually want to keep the play away from those corner guards, and maybe would have been better off to actually throw another one towards the center line or the other side. So interesting call there by Cody, but this does give an opportunity now for Jim Cotter to try and corner freeze on that stone. And again, that Cotter stone is heavy and comes to the back 12 again. Team Tanaka, line 2, they've elected to come to the middle and throw a tight guard. It might have just slipped into the top 12. They could have peeled the corner guard as well. Looks like Jim's going to call down Grant to come and have a look. All right, decision made here. Looks like they're going to try and remove these 2 stones that are sitting near the center line. Got rid of 2, including the guard that was just outside the rings. So Team Tanaka with a 2-point lead here. I would be tempted to play it just a little bit more on the defensive side. I mean, they can easily walk up and remove that corner guard. But it looks like Cody would prefer to draw in again, and that's okay too. But he indicated maybe the split, trying to push one blue stone sort of more towards the guard and roll the shooter over. Again, I'm not sure you need to do all of that. You could also just draw away from that side of the sheet. Try and pull the play away from there. We'll see what the result is here. Grant Olson making an attempt on the double here on those 2 rocks that are in the top 8, top 12. Maybe catch the 3rd. Okay, you got the different double, which is good. And I think it rolls enough to be 4th shot. So Team Tanaka line 1, Team Cotter 2nd and 3rd. So now Cody's electing to draw to the open side without hammer here in 7. Couple games getting away from their opponent, Team Gale, with a 7-2 lead over Team Medford, and Team DeYoung with playing the young Team Fenton. They are up 7-2 as well. Jonice Montgomery in a tight battle over there, 3-2 currently for Montgomery, and of course our game 4-2 right now for Team Tanaka. And unfortunately for Grant Olson, just ticks the guard. He's making an attempt on that shot stone that was sitting behind that guard, fully buried. And it's an unforced error there by, I'm sorry, where did it go? Apologies. Side of the forefoot. I'm not sure why Cody actually drew to that side. It does give Jim an opportunity to play the hit and roll. He could have drawn to the side forefoot on the other side as well. Great draw weight there by Cody, but I think he puts it in a position that does give Jim Cotter an opportunity here to play the hit and roll and sit shot stone behind cover. And looks like a nose hit, so didn't get the roll for Jim. So chance now here for Cody on his last. He could play the hit and roll and force Jim to have to draw to the 4-foot for 1. He could play the hit and roll away and lie 2, maybe 3. I can't tell on that one. That's top 12 at 2 o'clock. So this is the last stone for Cody Tanaka here in the 7th end without hammer with a 2-point lead. Trying to get this rock in a position where it will force Jim Cotter to have to draw for 1. Draw or hit for 1. And I think he accomplished that. So Jim making his way down to draw to the 4-foot for his single point. And make no mistake, for Jim Cotter puts a single on the board. So it is now 4-3 after 7 ends complete. Just a little heavy there by Rick. Slides to the back of the 8-foot. Team Tanaka still sitting 1. Team Tanaka trying to draw another one in right on top of their own. And just come up a little light. This does give Team Cotter an opportunity now to draw around everything and get to the 4-foot top button. Nice draw there by Andrew. Pretty decent spot. Again, thanks for bearing with us as we try and make a couple of adjustments here to our feed. Looking for a soft weight hit here. Try and get to the nose of that yellow stone would be ideal. And great shot by Nick Ombach. Gets to the nose and makes the double on the yellows. What a terrific shot. Both teams just exchanging stones right now. Team Tanaka in a really good position so far here in the 8th end with hammer. Mistake there by Nick, obviously on his second stone. So Jim asking for a high guard here. Or sorry, a corner freeze because it looks like it's going to come in. Plan B here. Doesn't want to bounce off, just right to the corner would be great. Maybe overcurled just ever so slightly. Now Cody with hammer here is asking Josh Mickey just to clean things up. And a great shot there by Josh. Nice guard there by Team Cotter. Team Tanaka just making the straight peel. Cody would obviously like to blank or score here in this 8th end. In the 8th end, these teams are trying to decide what they want to be in the 10th end. And then they reverse engineer what their plans are for the 9th and the 8th. Again, I'd like a big shout out to Mike Merklinger, who is the chief ice technician, and his entire crew. We've done a great job on getting this ice ready here in Chilliwack for this 2023 BC Curling Championship. The winner of this week's provincial championship will head off to London, Ontario to play in the Brier at the Budweiser Gardens, March 3rd to 12th, 2023. Great shot there by Team Cotter. It forces Team Tanaka to try and make the double here on these 2 yellow stones. Again, for Team Tanaka, they're looking for the blank, if not just a score, to score at least 1. To maintain that, to get back to that 2-point lead. Or up 1 with hammer as well is an option. And just gets the single. Last rock here for Jim Cotter in the 8th end. You can see where Grant has his broom. They're just looking to put this top 12 center line. Make it as difficult as possible on Cody Tanaka to either blank or draw for his 1. And I think the draw would be pretty tough right now. Except this rock does come up about 5 to 7 feet light. does open up the draw possibility now. Oh, looks like I can't tell if he's playing the pick. I think he might be playing the pick. Don't think you can see very much of that stone. Maybe an inch. And he's caught it. What a great shot by Cody. Blanks the 8th end. So retains hammer going into 9. Still up 1 point. Just want to thank everyone for joining in and watching the feeds here at the Chilliwack Curling Club. We're doing our best to manage all the sheets with the streaming and trying some new things as well with this sheet and some commentating and 2 cameras. So again, we're doing our very best, and we hope that we can continue to bring you all the coverage here in every draw, every sheet for the remaining of the week. Rick Sawatsky looking for a guard here in the first rock here in the 9th end. Just having a quick look around the rings. Montgomery with a steal of 3 in the 7th end, so they are up 6-2. And Team Fenton scoring 3 in 8, so they have climbed back into that game. 7-5 now for De Jong. And over on sheet F, a 3-ball as well for Team Medford, so they are down 7-5 going into the 9th end. Second guard going here by Rick Sawatsky. The winner of these games will play in draw 3 tonight, and the winner of this game in particular will take on the Islanders, Team Cheka, at 7 p.m. tonight. Just so you know how the rankings went, our defending champions, of course, Team Brent Pierce. CTRS spots, number 1 is Team Gauthier, number 2 is Team Cheka, number 3 is Team Robillard. And then we have our BC Tour winners, De Jong, Tanaka, and Giel. And then from the open event, we have Team Montgomery, Jonis, Medford, Cotter, and Fenton. And that's how everybody got here and into this provincial championship. And just having a quick look at the women's games right now. Gushalak 5-4, overwork, and they look like they're playing in the 8th end. And in the other game, a steal by Team Cowan. In the 8th end, they are up 4-3 going into 9. So lots of great games out there this afternoon. And those women's games, just for your information, are the B event games. Those 4 teams losing their first draw this morning at 9. And so they are playing now in the B event. Just a slight over curl there for Team Cotter. Does give Tanaka an opportunity. Looks like he can see all of it. This is Nick Ombach. And this looks like it is over curling and it's going to hit the guard. A mistake there by Nick Ombach. Does open it up though. Jim Cotter will throw the guard. Brad Olsen. There is a game streaming tonight at 7 p.m. or you can go down to the Chilliwack Curling Club and watch live. Tomorrow will be 9, 2, and 7 as well. And again on Friday and Saturday. And 9 and 2 on Sunday. We hope to see you online or at the club. Wow, for those of you eagerly awaiting the Curl BC 50/50 cash raffle fundraiser, it is now up over $11,000, $11,480. You will need to buy your tickets by January the 15th, and the winner will get 50% of the pot. Head over to curlbc.ca if you want to buy tickets. Another peel there by Team Tanaka. These teams were treated to a banquet last night, and it sounds like it was extremely awesome and a delicious dinner. And they even had some live music. If you're in the stands, you can say hello to our CEO, Scott Braley, or our Board of Directors Governors, Andrew Benson and Morgan Litka, who will be in the building all week long. So change of tactic here for Jim Cotter, looking to hit and stick on this blue stone at the back 8. Would love to force Team Tanaka to have to take a single here in 9. And I do want to give a huge shout out. This event is supported by grants from the province of British Columbia, Hosting BC, Tourism BC, and Via Sport BC. With that hit and stick, there's an opportunity for Jim Cotter now to replace that blue stone with his own, lie to, and force Team Tanaka to make a decision on whether they're going to hit for 1 or draw for 1. Important thing for Jim, obviously, here is to hit and stick in the rings. Final stone for Jim, makes no mistake. And Cody Tanaka is electing to just throw the hit and stick for a single point. Would love to retain that 2-point lead going into the last end of play. And unfortunately for Cody, an unforced error, he does hit and roll out and gives up a steal of 1. However, he will retain hammer, tied coming home with hammer for Team Tanaka. It does give up that very important steal in the 9th end. We are heading to the 10th end and perhaps final end of play for this game, for draw 2 of the 2023 Brier Provincial Championship. Dean Jonice got 2 back in the 8th end, so they are now down 6-4. The winner of that game will go on to play our defending champions, Brent Pierce. Fenton de Jong, still 7-5 in the 9th. And the winner of that game will go on to play Team Robillard. And Medford and Geel. It is still 7-5. And the winner of that game going on to play Team Gauthier. Rick Salotsky with his second stone here in the 10th end, just trying to get this one half buried around. Nice shot. Connor Kent being asked to throw the exact same shot he did on us first. And this looks to be just a little heavy. Would have been better probably to be a foot lighter on that one. Does create a bit of a pocket perhaps for Jim. He can either draw, or it looks like he might be playing the tap and roll. Andrew Merpin with his first. That's a pretty good shot for Andrew. But I think they're wondering if they could potentially get that out by using the outside blue one. But Cody's not going to wait at all here. He's going to go right up and try and peel these 2 yellow stones that are on the center line. And just open this 4-foot area wide open. So that he has a good shot, an easy shot on his last stone. This is a good call. Almost got the second one, but does move the guard. Jim will look to replace it. Andrew Merpin with his second. peel complete. You'll see Jim Cotter just go and replace that guard. We've got two battles out there in the women's games. Team Work and Team Gushalak tied at 5, and Cowan and Jensen tied at 4. So two very, very tight games if you're watching those. They are on the live stream as well. Another nice guard by Team Cotter. Oh, just misses the one in the top 12 foot, and unfortunately for Team Tanaka does leave that blue rock as a potential guard and in the way. We are in a battle here. Team Cotter, Team Tanaka, 10th end, draw 2. First game in the A event. And 12 teams battling it out here all week. Triple knockout, and 4 teams make the playoffs. Nicely done by Grant Olson. Cody Tanaka wastes no time in getting Josh Mickey to throw a preferred double peel here. Try and open up that front. And Josh misses both of the guards and hits the one in the top 12. That is not a good outcome for Team Tanaka. Jim Cotter makes his way down for his first stone here in the 10th. So they're trying to put this one top 8 just on to the right of the center line. Great sweep there by Andrew Nerpin. So Team Tanaka in a bit of a pickle here. I'm assuming that Team Cotter is shot by the way everybody's playing. I'm going to guess that. So for Cody, 2 rocks remaining here, needs to figure out how he can score, and right now there is really no chance. So I think he's gonna have to open up that front or try and run something back. Got to give himself at least 2 chances or 2 ways in on his last shot. Looks like Team Tanaka is going to, or not going to call a timeout. They indicated a timeout, and then I'm not sure if he decided not to have it. I think he is. Their coach is Darren Kent, and their fifth player, Matt McCready. I'm trying to figure out if they can run preferably their bluestone back and try and open up things in the 4-foot area. There's literally no ability to score right now, I think, if you're Team Tanaka. And if you just open up the front, I think you give Team Cotter an opportunity to make things better for themselves in the 4-foot. So I think you got to try and run something in. There are 2 blue Tanaka stones in the 4-foot, but they're not in the best of positions, especially the one that's behind the tee line. Nick Umbach with the broom down. Looks like the decision's been made. And he does run it back and removes that one yellow stone that was just top 8, top 4. And it looks like Jim Cotter and his team are going to call a timeout. Probably more so just to stop the clocks. We can't see the clocks, or I can't see the clocks from here, but just to give themselves some time. All right, final rock here for Jim Cotter. 10th end, tied at 4-4. Team Tanaka with the hammer. I think Jim is going to try and replace that yellow stone that was just removed from by Team Tanaka. Maybe even come on right in on top of his yellow stone. So it makes the run back that much harder. can see them front end trying to drag this right in. And I think that's a pretty good shot by Jim Cotter. I am not sure what Cody has to score. Fantastic finish there by Jim. You can see Nick and Cody, they're at a point where they're not really sure what to do here. I'm trying to see if they could hit maybe a piece of that yellow that was just thrown and see if they can get everything moving off the forfeit area. They have called another timeout, their second 90-second timeout. Each team gets 2 90-second timeouts for 10 ends, and if it goes into an extra, they do get one more. Quick look around the rings here. Jonice and Montgomery. Montgomery up 7-4 going into 10. Fenton is stole 1 and 9 and he's down 1 heading into 10. And it appears that Medford stole 1 in 10 and they are tied 7-7, perhaps going into an extra end. Just making sure and get confirmation on that. As I think we have made our decision here, Cody Tanaka is throwing a Hail Mary here, I believe, trying to run this one back, hit the outside of that yellow stone and try and get everything to drag out of the forfeit area. He's going to be throwing some heat on this. And he's close. Oh, what a great try, but it is a steal of 1 for Jim Cotter, and he gets the win here at Draw 2 of the BC Men's Provincial Championship. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will continue to work on our streams and our technical difficulties, and we hope to see you back at 7 p.m. tonight. See you then.